Did you know that your eyes go completely, totally blind, several times, every single minute, and you never notice? Right now, you think you're seeing the world in real time, sharp, continuous, live. You're not. Everything in front of you is already a fraction of a second in the past. Your brain just deletes the gap and hides the evidence from you. In the next 8 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly how your own mind is lying to you every day, and one simple test you can do right now to catch it in the act. Start with your eyes. You feel like they glide smoothly across a room. They don't. They move in tiny, violent jumps called saccades, up to 4 or 5 of them every second, snapping from point to point. And here's the problem. When your eye is mid-jump, the image smears into useless blur, like a photo taken while you whip the camera sideways. So your brain does something astonishing. During every single one of those jumps, it switches your vision off. It goes blind for a fraction of a second, hundreds of times an hour, so you never have to see the smear. Add all those tiny blackouts together across a waking day, and you spend around 40 minutes of every day completely blind. And you have never once noticed. Because your brain doesn't show you the darkness. It just quietly stitches the before and the after together into one smooth, seamless film. Don't believe me? Try this. Right now. Go to a mirror. Look at your left eye. Then look at your right eye. Back and forth. Left, right, left, right. You will never ever see your own eyes move. Not once. The movement is there. Anyone standing next to you can watch your eyes flick across, but for you, it's edited out completely. You are watching the one blackout your brain works hardest to hide, and you literally cannot see it. That is how good the lie is. Now the deeper problem. Light hits your eye, but it takes time, about 1/10 of a second, for that signal to travel back through your brain and become the thing you actually see. 1/10 of a second doesn't sound like much, but a car on the highway moves 3 meters in that time. A ball thrown at you covers a real distance. If you genuinely saw the world 1/10 of a second late, you'd never catch anything. You'd flinch after you'd already been hit. So your brain cheats. It doesn't show you where things are, it predicts where they're about to be, and shows you that instead. What you experience as now is actually your brain's best guess about the immediate future, painted over the delay. You are not watching reality, you are watching a forecast. Here's a strange side effect you can catch yourself. Find a clock with a ticking second hand, the kind that jumps once per second. Look away from it, then suddenly snap your eyes back to it. That very first tick, the moment your eyes land, feels too long. It seems to hang there, stretched, before the next tick catches up. It's called chronostasis. And here's why it happens. When you flicked your eyes over to the clock, your vision switched off during the jump, leaving a tiny gap of blackness. Your brain refuses to show you that gap, so it hides it by grabbing the first thing you see when your eyes land, the second hand, and smearing that image backwards to cover the blank. So you don't just see that first second, you see it, plus the blackout it just painted over, which is exactly why it feels too long. You need a second hand that ticks because it gives you a clean, once-a-second beat to measure that stretch against. You are literally feeling your brain paper over a hole in your vision, in real time. On top of that, there's a hole in your eye. Right where the optic nerve plugs into the back of each eyeball, there's a patch of retina with no light sensors at all. None. A literal blind spot in every eye, right now. And think about what that has to mean. Any light that lands on that dead patch sends no signal to your brain. The same way a missing pixel sends nothing to a screen. So by rights, there should be a blank gap floating in your vision, everywhere you look. A spot where the world simply isn't there, but you don't see it. Because your brain takes whatever surrounds the hole, the wall, the sky, the pattern, and paints over it. It invents the missing piece and hands it to you, as if it were real. You have been looking at a hole your whole life, filled in with a guess. And you never knew. And you can prove this one to yourself too. Grab a piece of paper, draw a dot on the left and a small cross on the right, about 6 inches apart. Now close your right eye, hold the paper at arm's length, and stare at the cross with your left eye. Slowly bring the paper closer, and at a certain distance, the dot just vanishes. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's fallen straight into your blind spot, and your brain has quietly wallpapered over it with the blank white of the page. You just watched your own mind delete something right in front of you, and calmly fill the hole with a guess. And here's where it gets genuinely unsettling. Your brain only bothers to render the part of the world you're actually paying attention to. Everything else is a rough sketch you assume is detailed. Researchers proved it with a famous experiment. A stranger stops someone on the street to ask directions. Mid-conversation, 2 workers carry a door right between them, and in that split second, the person asking is swapped for a completely different human being. Different face, different clothes, different voice, and around half the people never noticed. They kept giving directions to a total stranger because they were focused on the task, not the face. It's called change blindness. Huge, obvious changes happen right in front of you, and if your attention is elsewhere, your brain simply doesn't flag them. You are not recording the room. You're holding a rough idea of it, and trusting that nothing important changed. So why? Why would evolution build a system that lies this much? Because the truth is too big. The raw fire hose of light hitting your eyes every second carries more information than your brain could ever process in time to keep you alive. So the brain doesn't process it all. It builds a model, a fast, cheap, running prediction of what's out there, and it only checks that model against reality here and there to correct the biggest errors. Which means the thing you call seeing isn't a window. It's a simulation. Scientists have a blunt name for it, a controlled hallucination. You are not experiencing the world. You are experiencing your brain's best guess of the world, corrected just often enough to keep you from walking into traffic. And once you know that, one question won't leave you alone. If your brain fills in the blind spot, deletes 40 minutes of darkness a day, and shows you a forecast instead of the present, then how much of what you are certain you're seeing right now is actually out there? And how much is just a very confident guess? You'll never fully know, because the one tool you'd use to check your own perception is the exact thing doing the lying. So you can go back to feeling like you see the world, alive and sharp and true. Just remember. Every few seconds, the screen goes black, the picture runs late, and the gaps are filled in by something that has every reason to keep you from noticing. You are not watching reality, and you never were.